Our blissful consults question from Amber in California. One of my closest friends is going through a contentious divorce. She's really heartbroken. I am heartbroken for her and our families because we were all extremely close. Our husbands were best friends and our kids are attached at the hip. I am grieving too. Does that have a place in our friendship or should it be all about her? How can I be there for a friend going through a hard time we're both enduring? Ooh, this is a great question. I just want to jump. So the answer is, generally speaking, the answer is it depends. It depends on the details of your friendship. It depends on your history. It depends on the fabric of your relational dynamic. So I'm going to just say it depends. And you all have been friends for a long time. And so I would say lean into what you know about your friend, what you know about yourself. If your friend tends to withdraw and you tend to fill the space, resist doing that at this point. Allow her more space and you pull away a little bit. But if your friend actively seeks support and guidance and knows how to advocate for what she needs in your friendship, it might be fine to share some of your responses and some of the way this is impacting you. I think, I also want to provide a really good theory about supporting someone in grief and going through a difficult time. And I learned about this. I did my dissertation on women's experiences across the breast cancer continuum and understanding how they utilize social support during the process. And in the course of my research and learning about all these wonderful women and their families, I learned about a theory called ring theory, and it's completely relevant to this question. Again, a theory is just a theory. It's not a fact. It's not a law. It's used to help people inform their choices. So this is a theory created by a clinical psychologist she herself went through breast cancer. And basically the way that this all came to be was that Susan was sick. She was, going through her journey with breast cancer, and people who were close to her, as well as complete strangers, would vent about her illness and try to provide advice and try to fix her situation by sharing their opinion and their experience. Susan, like most people who are struggling, that was not helpful. Like, she was struggling, so it was not helpful for her to hear how her experience was actually creating issues in other people's lives and creating distress for them. And she needed a very particular type of support when she was going through a difficult time. So she and her husband created this theory called ring theory, and I love it. I'm going to show it to you right now. So let me show you what you're looking at. So these are the rings. Okay, so you kind of get the picture. The middle ring is the person who's distressed. Okay, so this would be Susan, who has breast cancer. The next ring is Susan's significant other. The ring outside of that is close friends and family, and then casual friends and family, and then other people. So let me put it up again. So the idea about ring theory is you comfort in and you vent out. Okay, so for example, Susan's in the middle. She has breast cancer. and her significant other's in the ring outside. So according to this theory, Susan can vent to her significant other, but her significant other shouldn't really vent to Susan, right? Like, the significant other should probably vent to close friends and family. So you're venting out and you're supporting in. So if we take Amber's example. So Amber, I hope this is helpful for you. Both of you are grieving, but I would say that the person in this inner circle is your friend. You know, your friend is the one who's losing her partner, family dynamic is changing. So your friend is going to lean on you. And yes, you might lean a bit on your friend, but during her most distressing time, you're probably going to want to lean out, like to your significant other or your close friends and family. Likewise, when you think, Amber, of your own life, you're in the middle, right? You're in the middle here. And your significant other can be supporting you, and your close friends and family can be supporting you. Like, they're not going to want to vent to you because you're the one struggling and in distress. You can vent to them, and then they'll support you and go inside the circle. So this graph kind of this diagram changes based on what context you're in and kind of where you are in your social setting. But I think it's important to really, when you're thinking about grief and loss and support, is to just take a minute and say, in this particular setting, with this particular person, who is the grieved person? And let's put them in the middle, and I will then support them. And then I need to think, who are my support systems? Now, again, a theory is just a theory. I started this whole thing by saying, I think it depends. It depends on the relationship. It depends on the friendship. It depends on the type of support that you all have given each other. And if you're unsure, I would go with ring theory. And you can always ask, hey, I just want to check in. How does it feel like it's going between us? This is a really tough time. You're in a really difficult situation. My family has also been impacted by this. How do you think we're doing in our friendship? And just check in. And that can also give you some indication on what needs to change and what needs to stay the same. All right, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you for joining Blissful Consults. I will have all these diagrams, all these images uploaded over the course of the month so you can check in and look at them. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.